Well, hello, doodads and dudettes. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and Santa brought you everything that you wanted or maybe even deserved. I figured I'd do one last e-waste video of the year before I move on to what I promise will be nothing but Commodore VIC-20, 64, and 128 repairs for the foreseeable future, because I know that's what you want.
Say, kids, what time is it?
It's 8-bit doodads time!
So, in typical fashion, I get some oddball things dropped off. This is something made by a company named Commodore. It's a Model B1 exposure meter with booster. Anglo Photo Limited, distributed in Canada. And this is what it is. This is very nice shape inside. The leather is still very nice and pliable. So it's some kind of a light meter for photography, obviously. And this must be the booster, yes. Look at that thing. Commodore 64X booster made in Japan. Well, this is another one of those things that's going to be passed on to one of my friends that are into photography. And hopefully they'll love it more than I do. This is a Dell computer that got dropped off. This is an Inspiron 7000 with a Pentium 2, designed for Microsoft Windows NT or Windows 98. It looks to be in rather good, clean condition. I do not have the power supply for it. I'm looking to see what it actually takes. Nope, I do not have a power supply for that. Looks like it's got all the bells and whistles. Looks like a swappable drive. And that must be the battery. And without a power supply, I am not going to test it, or try to test it, but it will be passed along to hopefully somebody in the Florida Retro Computer Group that will be able to check it out and either use it for parts or repair it. Okay, next up is a clock radio with docking station for iPod. It looks to be new in the box. It is an iMode IP200. Looks like somebody tried to sell it for 20 bucks, gave up, and that's probably sometime around the time it ended up in my hands. There's some of the specs if you want to pause it and look at it. Okay. Still have the manuals. iMode. Two of the same manuals. It looks. There's the remote. Some of the adapters. The antenna. And it looks to be brand new in the box. I'm not going to open it or try it out, but I know I will be able to find somebody that might want this thing. And just for the record, this kind of stuff, I just give away to whoever says, yeah, I'll take that. And hopefully they'll get some enjoyment out of it. If not, they'll bring it back and I'll end up recycling it. Okay, we have a bag that says Low Pro. It's got a tag that says designed for digital. Now I have peeked in here so I know what it is. It's a satellite phone. There's its case that's never been used. Battery, or should I say extra battery. That's the charger. I can only assume that it's parts for this thing that have never been opened. I'm going to leave it that way. There's some sort of an adapter for the charger. Let's take a little look at this thing. It's still got the plastic. It's not in its original position, but it's still got the plastic with it. I'm guessing this thing might never have been used. Do I want to look at the battery? Well, there's its antenna. There's its battery. I don't see any corrosion. Huh. I wonder how old this thing is. Qualcomm. GSP 1600 tri-mode portable phone, assembled in the USA, of US and imported components. Let me try to figure out when this thing was made. Well, apparently, this thing is still in use. You can buy a new one on Amazon for $698. Okay, so I've decided to plug it in. It says battery's charging, power is off. I'm going to remove that for the time being. And see if I can power it on. Oh, look at there. Looking for service. It's taking a charge. I've only had it plugged in for less than a minute, so I don't know if I'm going to let it keep going. Warning, problem with battery. Well, the battery might be old enough to not take a charge. But one last thing. I'm going to pull the battery. See if it stays on even for a second. Nope, that's it. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm going to put that back on there. And what else is interesting that I just noticed is, if you watch this piece right here, as I extend this out, it extends that out further. I just thought that was interesting. And as I retract, it retracts. All right, on to the next one. Okay, I don't know who can afford a satellite phone like that and just set it aside and never use it, but very interesting. If anybody knows the approximate year that that model came out, leave a comment below. I'd like to see what you have to say about it, or if you've ever used one. Alright, I saved, in my opinion, the best for last. This is a Commodore adding machine. It's quite dusty. Came in very recently. And I have yet to try it out. Let's see if I can reach over there. Yes, I can. Oh, it barks. It's got some paper there. Oh, it's got a top that lifts up to probably load paper. Give me a minute, I'm going to figure this thing out and get right back to you. Okay, well, it is very filthy, but I managed to get it loaded. So anyway, it's got the Commodore logo. Very filthy. The back, it just says, probably a model number. Nope, caution. Disconnect supply plug before removing cover. I'm going to flip it over to see if there's a model number. Yes, there is. Model 202. I see nothing indicating a date. There's that. Now, we know it has some life. Let's see if I can do... Yep, there's definitely no ink in that thing at all. And that's assuming it takes ink. Anyway, it's pretty cool, and this is obviously not going to get recycled. It is going to end up with a prominent place somewhere here in the studio on my workbench or somewhere along those lines as a nice display model after I get it cleaned up. Thank you for watching, and like I said, I will be tackling Commodore repairs almost exclusively for a little while, probably. At least my long videos on Saturdays will be about them. The shorter videos on Wednesdays will be maybe testing parts for the upcoming repairs or just any other random thing. But there we go. Thanks for watching. Are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you.